Okay, Insan Bobet, of course you know this is yours. This is your mod. It's called the Enzonic V3. And of course, it's made in the Philippines. There's proof. The sun of the Philippines. Yep, made in the Philippines. The Enzonic mod. Now, your mod is different from JoJo. There's 3 components or 4 components, 3 of which can be taken apart. The top part, all you have to do is unscrew it. Yeah, it's a lot of thread. There's the inside. There's the pin right there, and it's a copper pin. Copper does a lot of conductivity, as you know. You already know copper is a good conductivity. That's where the positive battery post goes here. It touches and make connection to fire your coil. Here's the inside of the Enzonic. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of hard to see. This part can come off too. Just unscrew it. Again, long threads. Okay. Here's the inside of the metal tube. This is the middle part of it. And here's the bottom part of it. See the bottom part, the middle plate? That's copper also. A better conductivity for the battery. Now this part can come off too. This is your button. Right here's your button to press. But right now you cannot press it because it's locked. To unlock it, this part here, this ring, you need to unscrew it. See, and it goes up to this gold part. And now the button is showing, see? And then you can press. To lock it, so if you put it in your pocket, if you lock it, it won't trigger, it won't fire the coil. It will not fire if you lock it. So lock it, screw it down, and now you cannot press the button because it's locked. This is a good safety mechanism, so that way it does not press in your pocket and it start firing the coil, and that can cause burning, make your pants on fire. It can make the battery overheat and then explode. This is a good mod because it locks the button so you cannot press it unless you unlock it. Now the button is showing and then you can press. Make sure whenever you want to put it away in your pocket or on top of the table, you lock it so that way it will not fire the coil. Same thing to put it back together. Grab the middle part, screw it on. Top part, screw it on. Now, let me grab your battery so you can see how it fits into here. I'm going to use my battery for a demonstration. This type of battery is a 18650 3.7 volt 2500 milliamp 35 amp. This is the type of battery you need to use. Don't worry, I bought you 2, and they're a high-end batteries, a very good batteries, a safety battery. So you see the marking, positive, negative. Make sure the positive is always facing up. Facing up. facing like this. Okay, so to put the battery in, you need to unscrew the top part. Here's a tube. Positive stays on top, negative goes to the bottom inside. Negative goes in here. See the positive? Positive facing up, and this goes in. Now here's the tricky part. Because this mod can fit shorter batteries and longer batteries, you need to adjust each end so that the battery can be adjusted to the mod. But before you do that, make sure your Addy, one of my best Addy that I bought so far, the Mutation X4. This Addy I love because it gives great flavor and it does produce a lot of cloud depending on the battery and the mod and the coil that you build. But this mod I like because it has multiple airflow. Like the video Jojo has, he has only 2 air holes and it has to be drilled to a certain size that you want. This one, the manufacturer already drilled holes for you, so you get multiple airflow adjustment. You have here on the bottom, small, medium, large. You have here on the side, same thing on the other side. See, both sides, airflow on the bottom, airflow on the side of the top cap. Now the purpose of this is when you suck your mod, the air will flow from the bottom and it goes to the top, hits the coil, and here air goes into here at the same time. It'll cool down the coil, cool down the vape so it won't be hot in your lungs, and it'll give you good flavoring depending how you adjust your airflow. So this top part is movable. So right now, as you can see, you see light on the other end. Yeah, now you can adjust it. See the sleeve moving? You can adjust it to your preference of airflow. I like mine to be here, 1.5. It gives me great flavor. You can open it all the way if you prefer that way. You get flavor here, but you get more flavor if you cover up to 1.5. It's gonna be the same thing on the other side. That's if you're doing dual 2 coils. Let me show you. Top part can come off and the middle section can come off too. See? Middle part of the top cap, top part of the top cap. Now be careful because this part here is very sharp, is pointed. See that? Here's your O-ring, the seal to close it off so it doesn't the vape and liquid don't escape. This part, this black D ring can come off too just by unscrewing it. See? And the reason why this come off, because you can have other options to put. Let me show you. You have so many options. See this thing here, this plastic thing? This you can add on to make it higher, adjust the height. So this part here and this bottom part here screws here. And this part here goes on top here. And then this is your drip tip that I'm giving you. I love this one. Very nice. Oops. And here's the O-ring too. And goes right there. Goes into the top cap. And goes into here. Now what this clear plastic does is you give it more extension, a height to the chimney, and that'll give the vapor a more cool vape, not hot, not warm, but a much cooler vape, so it doesn't burn your lung. But you can always take it out. Unscrew it. Ow! Be very careful, it's because it's sharp. Oh, it won't come out white. There you go. Another thing is, you have more accessories for this Addy. See this thing here? You can add a bigger drip tip, or they call it a wide bore, so you have more vapor coming into your mouth, into your lung. And then so you use this here, screw it on top here instead of using the black one. Use this. Just tight. Then your wide bore dill ring or drip tip, place it to here, and you have a much bigger hole. Good for people. Many people like this way. Some other people prefer the smaller one. It depends on your preference. See? Sometimes I use this, sometimes I go back to this. It all depends on my mood. But I'm gonna put back your original black dill ring, put it on top here, screw it. Come on, screw on. Now leave it here because I know you're used to sucking on this. But when you have time, when you want to play around, you can use this if you want to. You have that option. If you ever want to understand, here's a small manual of your Addy. Okay. It comes with instructions how to use it, the accessories it comes with, and what it's supposed to do. See, you also have screwdriver with extra O-rings and screws for your Addy. Now, like I told Jojo, this is called your Addy, A-T-T-Y, Addy. Your post is different. You have 4 posts instead of 3 like Jojo. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 posts. Actually, it's 3. 1 here. This is your negative. This is your negative, and the middle part is your positive post. You got 4 stuff. I like this because you have more space to put your coil in instead of bending or twisting. It's easy to work with. Plus, see, there's air holes on each side if you're gonna do dual 2 coils. This is the one I'm talking about. Comes from the bottom, air sucks in and goes through here, and it cools down your coil. Same time, this cools down your coil too. And with this, it's a fill-up screwdriver, so you need something like this, a fill-up, to unscrew it. And don't worry, I bought you your tool, you and Jojo, so you can use it. Okay. You have 3 O-rings to seal. And the bottom, this is your 510 connecting. It's silver. It's not gold. It's not copper. You still have a good conductivity. Okay. the mutation V4. Okay, so remember I said you have the battery inside and you have to adjust this and this. Before you do that, make sure you put your Addy on, because you want to make sure this bottom part goes all the way flat onto your mod. So I'm going to show you right now. Screw it on. Make sure the bottom part, your button is locked. You don't want it fire on you while you screwed it on. So screw it. So like I said, make sure your Addy is always screwed flat onto the mod where it stops, where it cannot screw on. It's tight. And then now you can adjust it to the height of the battery. Okay, right now it's tight. I cannot screw anymore. That's perfect. Now you can unscrew this and start vaping. As long as you have your Addy flush to this, the battery will make connection to here and your coil will start heating up. Okay, and that's it. There you go, Ensign. Perfect coil, perfect cotton, very nice Addy. Yep, this is yours, Bobet. I done your coil. It's a single coil, but it's a parallel coil, meaning I combine two wires together. Let's see if you can see it. There, see? Up close. There's two wires. Two wires right there. Two leads. Two wires. Now what that does, it makes a stronger ohm, better clouds and vape, and better flavor. And as you can see, I have it on my Snow Wolf. Your ohms right here is 0.25 ohms at 60.5 watts, and the volt, if I press it, is at 3.88. And this is how your coil looks like. Yeah, super hot. Look at that. Yeah, we have a good. Now this is what you want to see. You want to see the coil burn from the middle out, middle out, middle, and out evenly. You want that. If not, then you have hot spot. See, look at how it's burning right in the middle, and it goes outwards. That's a good sign right there. Yep. Good coil. And you're welcome. Now I'm gonna put cotton in it. I'm not gonna wick it with the e-juice. That's for your job to do. But I already built it for you, and Jojo. Hope you like it and hope you enjoy it. Okay, son. So I added your cotton, and this is how it looks like. See the middle? Middle is clear, no cotton like how Jojo one is. It's different. The reason why is you need to keep that hole open, because when you suck, air will go through here and it goes up here, and air will go through here, goes up into this hole, and the air will cool down the coils. Now the cotton on each side is going down into the well. See this part? This part in here is called your well. This is where the juice goes inside. Okay? Now you want to make sure both sides here, the cotton stays inside stays inside and not restricted by the cap. And the way to find out is you grab your cap, line the hole with this hole, but before you do that, make sure you wet just a little bit of juice all the way around so that the cap will go in easy. If you don't wet it, what happens is when you put it on, you pull it out, the O-ring will come off. The O-ring will come off. So what I like to do is I like to grab my e-juice, put a little bit e-juice on each side, put it in the front, and then I use my finger, spread it. So that way the cap will slide in easy. Make sure you line it up. You can check on the top. Make sure the cotton is, sometimes can help. The cotton will touch the sides, but that's okay. Make sure you go down, straight down, okay? You don't want to damage the coil. Just go straight down. Okay, just like that. See, the cotton's touching a little bit of the wall. It's okay. That's alright. See? The hole is lined up perfectly. See that? Then your top cap, make sure this part lines up with this, okay? So this goes like that. Let me adjust. Okay. Perfect. Then you can see the coil in there. Yeah? You see the coil line up with the air hole. Yeah. Perfect. Then you put your drip tip on top and you're ready to go. Remember, you can use this, twist it around to adjust your airflow for your flavor. Okay? And that's it.